Hey Aquarius, welcome. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. It's your turn. We're taking a look at the energies. Whew. Taking a look at the energies as we enter into 2025. Advice, guidance, just situations, circumstances, encouragement, right? We're going there. And so let's jump in for you. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. Like, share, comment. If you feel so inclined to do so, consider subscribing as well. Like or hit the bell so you'll be notified in case I go live. So today, Aquarius, we're taking a look at the energies coming through a couple of my oracle decks. I have my numerology deck out here. I also have my Wisdom of Hidden Realms deck, and we're going to use the Tarot of Oppositions for the tarot for you, okay? Welcome. I hope this year, the first 3 days anyway, has been beautiful, has been enjoyable for you. I want to jump right in. Y'all know I tend to be a little bit long-winded. And so to start off, our energies coming in is spiritual partnership. Communication with the master number 33. 26 coming in with love partnership. Surrender, number 91. And another master number, Aquarius, coming in with intuition, 22. Let me first say that you could be a master number 33, which is a master number of teachers, of leadership. These are individuals who have like a natural calling to lead, and like this natural following. You don't even necessarily, this is like around communication, but more so leadership. The communication isn't always oral, like it could definitely be just you having this influence, this following. And so you could be a master number 33, for those of you that know what master numbers are. You could also be a master number 22, which is a master number that talks about, I want to say building. It's the builder, the one who actually is very skilled at doing the groundwork. This is many times the pilgrimage, or the one who is on a pilgrimage, if I said that right. But you could be either a master number 22 or 33, right? So let's jump in around these energies. I really do feel like this year, heading into 2025, is one that is very encouraging for you. There are some personal struggles that I'm seeing here, possibly around surrendering and releasing certain things. We'll jump in here. There is some energies around partnerships that are going to be very viable and valuable at the same time, may offer some challenges as well. Overall, this is all about leading to a place where you're able to trust yourself, trust your intuition to flow forward into a place that's going to end up being very beautiful and fulfilling for you, Aquarius. And so let's jump in and talk about it. So first of all, we have the Page of Cups, and it came out sideways. So you could be like on the fence about partnerships, or considering partnering with someone that could end up being a great influence for you, or teaching you some very valuable spiritual wisdom. You could be this person in someone else's life. That could go either way. Maybe you're deciding whether or not to mentor somebody or coach someone. Because on one hand, there's the decision whether or not to partake of the cup, or maybe offer it to someone else. Who will I offer it to, right? But on the other hand, you're partaking of the cup yourself. So you could be on either side of this. But the Page of Cups came in on its side. It feels like you could be deciding about some type of partnership. This could be like around a new project, returning to whether or not to return to some type of partnership or relationship. This could even be like welcoming in a new relationship, like a baby, right? Welcoming in a new experience of love into your life, like having a child introduced to your family. This also feels like you could be coming out of like a dry period, maybe where you may be coming and getting your mojo back and just kind of like feeling your creativity opening up again. And this could also be like the idea that feeling like whatever you're heading into, I feel like this could lead you into new experiences where you may have the opportunity to be like center stage with something. This could be something where you could have all of the focus on you, or you could be like the main player here in this situation. And it's something to be a little bit careful about, because I'm hearing Spirit say, number one, it may not end up being as easy as it looks, or as easy as someone has told you it is. And so this may be something to tread lightly into. This is your current place where you are. You're considering some level of partnership, possibly, that may land you in the spotlight in some way. Nevertheless, it's going to be probably more challenging than you're expecting here. And there is the need definitely to tread lightly and be careful and be really, really willing and understand the work that it's going to take. I'm not sure what it took to get here, but Spirit is saying it's going to take a lot to stay here, right? When you enter into this energy. I also have the Three of Cups on the shadow side. So speaking of being that energy of leadership, this is around that energy. It's the three of cups, but that 33, that master energy, talking about that influential energy. This is talking about some teacher. You could be a leader of some kind, or some kind of coach, right? And it's coming on the shadow side. Like you could have followers that are willing to, add heed to whatever it is that you could have people that see you very highly and hold you in high esteem and are willing to follow your guidance or whatever it is that you're doing, right? You could just be doing something and they want to emulate you. It's that kind of attraction and influence. But the Three of Cups on the shadow side is almost like the enjoyment. I feel like there could be like some level of enjoyment that you take with your students or your followers, or those that follow behind you or are looking to you for some level of wisdom or guidance. And you're kind of amused by situations that come up that lead to like misunderstanding. And you take joy in like a good heated conversation. Like you could be somebody that loves the friction, between having to settle something, so some misunderstanding or some type of fight, not a physical fight, but more like you like the energy of a good fight, right? You enjoy that. That's what I'm getting here. But it also feels like with that energy that you are really enjoying right now, being in a position where you can have that kind of interaction with people, you could probably enjoy that kind of thing. There's also a lot of movement here. You could be somebody who's very busy and you just go until you fall out, right? You go until you don't have any more energy left. And also, you could also be someone who you're in a position right now where you're deciding whether or not to walk away. Maybe you've decided to walk away from something or walk away from a mentor or someone that was following you, and maybe you're deciding to turn around and go back. Maybe you're deciding to see like if there's anything left there that you can salvage, like in the relationship. Yeah. I don't know if you're deciding whether or not to stay or go. The world coming in on the shadow side has clarified the Three of Cups. And it kind of talks about like kind of feeling satisfied and successful, but at the same time, needing more to feel resolved with where you are. And so this feels like you're in a place right now where you're enjoying things that are emotionally stimulating. And it could be something considered toxic. It could be something considered valuable. I don't know. Feels kind of toxic to me, but you know, hey, some of us really enjoy a good debate. It could be something like that, you know, just enjoying a good debate. But it feels like you get a kick out of this interaction that you have, like with your students. It feels like a student type of energy that you are getting a kick out of. I also have the King of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, both coming out here. And they both came out on the shadow side. Now, I feel like this is really talking about what you're not really, this could be something like hidden in the shadows, being that they both came out on the shadow side. There's something hidden that you're not seeing when it comes to your love connections. I don't know who this is, but there's whoever you're involved with. First of all, the Two of Wands, whoever it is you're involved with, the Two of Wands on the shadow side and the King of Pentacles, it feels like you could be brushing off something. If they're bringing something up, some concerns like about something you're doing or who you're becoming, right? It's almost like you could be brushing their concerns off. It's like you are digging too deep into this. It's not really that serious, but they're expressing something to you and you're not taking it seriously. It feels like you're kind of brushing it off here and not really paying enough attention, I feel like, to the connection, to the relationship, and not realizing the severity of it, Aquarius. Someone could be coming to you trying to open up and express their feelings or their concerns, and you're just kind of seeing it as a joke or laughing it off or just brushing it off. This person feels like you have allowed your ambition to become more important than them, more important than the relationship, even for some more important than your family obligations. They feel like you've changed. And I don't know if it's for the better. It feels like you've become very ambitious to a fault. That's how they're feeling. And it feels like you could be a little bit defensive when they bring it up. You could take offense to it because you see your work, you hold your work very close to your heart, very dearly, and you see it as something that you need to protect. And so I don't know if this is like a rising or a festering situation that just is kind of, it's getting bigger, but you don't realize it. Your focus is somewhere else, and this is kind of getting bigger. And that person may stop letting you know how they feel. They may stop showing concern. They may stop even addressing their feelings and sharing that with you, thinking that you're not going to take them serious anyway. I also have the Queen of Pentacles, interestingly enough, because this is saying that there is a need to actually consider some things, to make room for some things. You could actually find it hard to let go, like of your vision, or what you have, your plans, your goals, your drive, your ambition. You have a hard time letting that go. Especially when it comes to other aspects of your life that come up and you feel like it's possibly trying to compete with your vision or your goals or your drive to do something and accomplish. You may very well think in your mind, well, I'm doing it, not only for me, but for everybody, for my family, for my relationship, for the people that I'm connected and involved with. But this could be making it hard. Your drive to succeed could be making it difficult to see certain things that could be helpful. Certain things that could be helpful, like not feeling like you can share this. It's almost like you could be compartmentalizing your work life and compartmentalizing it away from your personal life or your love life, and not understanding that, like, if you were open to share, like, it could possibly be a source of support. Like, your person could possibly lend a source of support, or whoever it is that you have in your personal life at your side. It could possibly turn into something that could actually be a buffer for you, some type of support to help you through difficult times. You know how it says, like, when you're having difficult times alone, it's more difficult than when you're having difficult times with someone. Like, two people are able to carry the burden, and it's not as heavy as if you were carrying it alone, is what, like, I'm feeling here. And so there's some part of this where you may feel like you need to do it by yourself, with the King of Pentacles coming in. And the energy of surrender is here. You may find it hard to surrender that. And that could be like around your original vision of what that looked like, or your original intent around what that should be. Well, somewhere along the line, sometimes things don't necessarily play out the way they're supposed to. And so there needs to be room to pivot or to be a little bit fluid. But it feels like you could be a little bit resistant to being flexible. Not understanding that if you were, you could have a source of support to come in and help you carry the burden of what you're doing. I also have the Six of Cups coming out for you, Aquarius. And so the Six of Cups is, I feel like, really dealing with this very intuitive energy that Spirit is actually bringing in a level of guidance around, advice around, wanting you to lean into your intuition a little more and allow yourself to be guided with it. First of all, the Six of Cups says that you have a bright future and everything's going to turn out beautifully. It'll be something that you'll be able to look back on and appreciate. You'll be proud of moments that you spent like on this journey towards where you're going, if you allow yourself to really be more open and be able to go with the flow and trust your intuition and be led in the moment. You won't regret it. Spirit also wants you to be more confident, Aquarius, and know that you can actually have both. Like, you can have love and you can have success when it comes to your work. Spirit is saying you can have both. And Spirit actually wants you to consider allowing space. If you have been actually feeling nudged to invite someone in and share that part of your experience, to be a little bit more open, first of all, and also allow them in instead of compartmentalizing different parts of your work life apart from your love life. This may even be beneficial to open up and invite and share some of that space to allow you to actually become a little bit more, to infuse those two. It may actually turn out to be a lot more better than you could ever even imagine, right? I don't know if there's a fear of that, opening up in that way and sharing that, but if you are able to do that and trust your intuition, it almost feels like you could be feeling nudged to do that. And Spirit doesn't want you to actually feel like you have to manipulate to get your way here. Like, all you have to do is really be open and be honest and be willing to see like what that would be like to experience something different. It may, in fact, like I said, be more enjoyable than you ever could even imagine. There's something about the being led by your intuition to be open, to try something different, or to invite someone in. Has Spirit been talking to you about like sharing more with your significant other or with your family? Like when you come home, sitting down and actually letting them in when it comes to like what's happening with your day and your struggles and your successes. It almost feels really compartmentalized, but there's some energy of Spirit wanting you to kind of bring things together and not compartmentalize. Like it's going to actually be more fulfilling that way and more enjoyable. So the new year has a lot of things to offer, a lot of new experiences to be open to and try out. A lot of things to be understanding about that you may not be seeing right now, Aquarius. And so I hear Spirit just saying, be open to learn of, you know, what it is that you just may not know, you know. There's nothing wrong with being ambitious and being successful. There's nothing wrong with loving your love life either. And Spirit is saying you can have both if you want. So let's see what other guidance is coming in from Spirit. And someone may need to actually take a break and go on like a family fishing trip. Like, go take your son out to the creek and sit on the creek and just have fun, you know. Leave work at home and go have a day out with your kid. What other guidance do you have for Aquarius, Spirit? Spirit wants you to start making memories when it comes to your family. Things that will leave a positive imprint. You could have a child that's around, I would say around 8 to 12. You could have a child around 8 to 12 years old that would really love your attention, that would really love a day out with you. Okay, so we have the Arrow Master, the High Lady of Love and Compassion, the Spirit Whisperer, and the Sacred Union in the advice. Yeah, starting with the Sacred Union here, this is also talking about partnerships and romance. You can have both. Spirit is saying you can have both. There's some part that where Spirit wants you to actually give more attention. Bring your attention back around to your partnerships, specifically love partnerships, because this is talking about a sacred union. You may need to even take some time off of work to focus on your relationship. I don't feel like this is everyday, you know, romance. It says sacred union. So this is something special that you have, Aquarius. And so Spirit wants you to give it some attention, to give it some love. You could already know this with the Spirit Whisperer. There's some communication that you already have that's very divine, that's coming in the form of guidance, a higher knowing. So I'm not saying anything new. I feel like this is something that actually is being confirmed to you. You're someone who has a divine connection with Spirit as well. Whether you realize it or not, one of the things that came out in your reading is Spirit wants you to be open to trust your intuition more. And what that means is when you get little nudges or when you get the information coming in at the spur of the moment, trust it and follow it. Find out where it leads. Be curious about it, okay? We also have the High Lady of Love and Compassion. And so Spirit wants you to remember to have reverence. Like, don't lose that sense of wonder. Have you ever been at a point in your life where everything just seemed beautiful and magical and amazing, and you just feel like the most luckiest person in the world? Spirit doesn't want you to lose that. Don't lose your awe and your wonder. Don't lose that deep sense of love that caused you to really want to be good to people for no reason at all. That kindness and that consideration that underlies compassion. Spirit wants you to tap into that again, Aquarius, in its truest form, right? I don't know if you've kind of become so distant or disconnected or just so busy that you have fallen away from like the beautiful, tender aspects of who you are deep inside. Spirit wants you to dig back deep and get in touch with that intimate part of yourself. Yeah. Lastly, we have the Arrow Master. Spirit also is guiding you to be intentional. And be intentional, be specific too. When you ask for guidance or ask for assistance, be specific. Ask, and then also understand the value and learn how to detach from the outcome. Right? I did feel a strong sense of ambition. It's like a super amount of ambition and drive here. In some parts of your reading, I almost felt like even at the expense of other important things in your life. Well, Spirit is talking about balance here. Yes, ambition and work is good, but yes, this sacred union you have is good too, right? There's a need for balance. There's a need to realize the value of all of the beautiful things that you have in your life. And so, yeah, make your requests known, set your mark, and then learn how to detach so that you can actually do more than one thing well. Okay? Because I feel like you're someone who's very goal-oriented. Not so much goal-oriented, but when you see something that you want, or when you set your mark, like you go after it and you let nothing stop you from getting it. But Spirit is saying that, yeah, you can have that, but you can have all of this other beautiful stuff that you were given too, okay? You don't have to choose. All you have to do is just balance, okay, Aquarius? And that's what I have for you, my beautiful friends. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's been a pleasure reading for you. And I look forward to seeing you next time. I hope this year is bringing in everything that you have desired and planned to experience in 2024. I have no doubt that you have planned some things for 2025. This energy that came out here is very productive energy. And it's very pointed energy as well. And so I hope you are able to experience everything that you've been working towards in 2024 and then some. Okay, you're so deserving of it, Aquarius. Thank you for stopping by. Until next time, I will see you. Don't forget to like, share, comment. Thank you for stopping by to Blood Moon Oracle. Until next time, Aquarius.